Yeah, greetings. Sometimes some issues makes me wonder, and I don't know why are we living like this, we black people. I don't know if we take time, we sit down and think about ourselves and ask ourselves, what happened? What happened to us? What happened to our lives? Why are we so down? Why are we so inferior? Why? Is it education? Is it about the working stations, working places? Is it about work? We don't work? Are we lazy? Or is it a matter of lack of faith? Or knowledge or understanding or whatever, or religion or politics? I don't know what's the problem with us. But according to me, I think that the problem is that we don't know ourselves. That's the problem. We don't know where we come from. We don't know where we are, and we don't know where we are going. We are just men living by like what is just happening today, what we hear from others, not from our mind and heart or from our God. Everything is what others say. We are satisfied with, I think, some they get food and it's enough. They don't want anything else. Once their bellies are full, they don't want anything else. Whether you tell them right, whether you tell them wrong, whether you talk to them about religion, about faith, about politics, about nature, about anything, they don't want to know. They're satisfied, so they are okay. They have accepted to be used, to be slaves, mental slaves. Yeah. So that they get only bread. So I think this is the problem, because we, first of all, the major problem which affect us, I see that, I have learned that, and I have seen that. This is religion and politics. Religion has fooled us enough for so long time. We follow what? We worship God which has no connection with our ancestors, with our history, where we come from, we black people. I know black people, we had our God. We have our God. We have the God in Africa who we can say he created the way you see Africa itself. Is the manifestation of God's power upon African people or African continent. So look now, you say you are a Christian, you follow Jesus, but remember the Jesus you're following is not the one you're supposed to follow. That is a question you have to ask yourself. And if it's the one you believe is truth, why that one doesn't care about black people? Why black people still suffer? But this Jesus can do everything for white people, for Europe. How? How is he so unequal? How come? The same we go to Islam, to black people. Sometimes we feel like Allah is not for black people, it's for Arabian people. Because look the way they live, their life standard, So here you find like there's a game, there's a trick here, yeah, which bind our minds and our soul instead of black people to start talking about Haile Selassie, we need to talk about Haile Selassie, man. We want to learn about this man in schools, our children. We need to learn about Haile Selassie. We need to learn about Marcus Garvey. We need to learn about Martin Luther. We need to learn about Malcolm X. Then you will know who you are, you black people. Then is when you will come to realize that everything began in Africa. Civilization began in Africa. Egypt, the mother of all civilization, everything. Now, how come now you see China, you see Europe, you see white people are higher than us? We are down. So I think that's the problem. We need to know that we are the ones who, when we were sleeping in the houses, we had horrid houses. Already we had knowledge of buildings, of masonry. We built Egypt, pyramid. Already we were doing processing, plantation, processing food. While Europe, they had nothing. They were living in the caves, man, when we were living in the houses. So how come now we are down? So it's because we don't want to know ourselves, we black people. We don't know ourselves, and we don't want to care about that. And that's why we are down. And we will remain down until that day we will know ourselves, who we are. We black people, who we are. Why? Why is it that we don't know about Haile Selassie? Why nobody does it? There's nobody talking about Ethiopia. Nothing. And you see plenty interesting stories, spiritual stories that you can even cry, you can even laugh. Some parts will make you laugh, some parts will make you cry. You see strange things happen in Africa. Hey, black people, think about that, man.